hockey players who refused to play for their team unless they got more money. Back in 1997, Keith Tkachuk was one of the biggest stars in the NHL, fresh off a season where he led the entire league in goals. He was the captain of the Phoenix Coyotes, already locked into a 5-year contract worth over $17 million, and on paper, he should have been set since most players would dream of being in his position. But what happened next completely shocked the entire hockey world. You see, even though Tkachuk still had 3 full years left on his contract, he wasn't happy. Top players around the league were suddenly getting paid way more, and Tkachuk felt he deserved a raise too. So instead of playing nice, he drew a hard line. He told the team he wouldn't play in any of their preseason games, and he wouldn't even report to the Coyotes unless he got a huge bump in salary. But the Coyotes front office had a response that nobody was expecting. The thing is, the team was just as stubborn. The general manager at the time, Bobby Smith, practically begged Keith to come back, but Tkachuk refused to budge. It got so tense that on September 26, 1997, the Coyotes suspended Tkachuk indefinitely. This meant he wouldn't get paid, and if he missed real games, he would lose almost $14,000 for every single day he sat out. For most players, that kind of financial hit would be impossible to ignore, but Tkachuk doubled down, and he actually walked away from a 3-year, $33 million offer, holding out for an even bigger payday. But what happened when the season was about to start took this whole standoff to a new level. As it turns out, the Coyotes were desperate to have their captain back, especially after seeing how much they struggled without him on the ice. Fans were upset, and the whole team was starting to fall apart, so after almost 2 weeks of headlines and tension, the Coyotes caved. They agreed to a deal that raised Tkachuk's salary by over $1 million a year for the next 2 seasons, and gave him a huge 1-year extension that was basically unbeatable for the time. But even with all that extra money, things didn't exactly return to normal. What I mean is that when Tkachuk finally put on a Coyotes uniform again, fans actually booed him every time he touched the puck. He got the raise he wanted, but it totally changed his relationship with the city and the team.